So I started going around asking people if they could move their vehicles so I could move my Jeep out. And essentially everyone was having a good time at the time and didn't want to move. So I went to Sam and asked her, can you get people to move? I don't know anybody here. She was too busy having a good time. Which I don't blame her, but she was partying.
I know you rehearsed this a lot in front of a mirror. I know I can tell you immerse this story at least 2-3 hours in front of a mirror. I'd like you to give it to me without the rehearsed in front of a mirror approach.
All right, I'll put it this way. We're all hanging out having a good time. I didn't want to get out of there because I did have work. At the end of the day, nobody wanted to stop partying. Which I don't blame them. I was the only one who had to work.
Listen to me. You see, when you practice in front of a mirror and you want to talk too much, you always want to step on your tie. 2 minutes ago, you told me you didn't know anybody there, and then telling me you were the only one there who had work. How would you know that nobody had to get up and go to work the next day? Unless you knew who they were.
I'm assuming if you're drinking and partying at 9-10 o'clock, you don't have work.
I don't know. I was out last night for dinner. I was out drinking at 9 o'clock and I came to work at 7. Do you understand?
Yep.
Don't you yep me. Yes is the answer. So your Jeep was parked and blocked by other cars.
Nobody wanted to move.
You just told me a moment ago you didn't know who anybody was, so you asked Samantha, but she was too busy drinking and partying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And did you have a motorcycle license?
I do not.
Do you need a motorcycle license to drive a motorcycle?
Yes.
Yes, of course you do. So what were you doing taking her motorcycle and driving on the road when you were not supposed to be driving on the road?
That was my only way to get home. It was a 40-degree night and I didn't want to be on a bike in the first place.
Do you live in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Yes. Not yeah. Where in New Hampshire?
Concord.
That's a big city. They have Uber there?
Yes.
Of course. That's what you get to get home. You don't go taking a vehicle, but you are prohibited by state law from driving without a license.
But I thought at the time it was the best thing to do. I was just worried about getting home.
Maybe you weren't thinking, so the best way for you to get home was to break the law. You had a state job that you had to get to, and your way to get home was to break the law.
Yes.
Great. So much for your judgment. What happened when you were driving this motorcycle for which you were not trained and not licensed?
I had experience on dirt bikes and I've driven bikes before.
Wait just a second. Are you trying to tell me you have broken the law before? Is that what you are telling me?
No. Either way, I know I can operate a bike safely. Anyways, what happened?
No. Not anyways.
Sorry. Essentially, as we got on the highway at that point, I realized the bike started shaking, which I didn't know there was damage before because it was dark. I got it to my house, and once I got to the house the bike was already damaged. I never took a look at it. I wasn't thinking straight and my judgment may be impaired. I was just thinking about getting to the house. So I sent her a text saying the bike was messed up. Okay. What I'm doing is crossing out your counterclaim, which is stupid. Ridiculousness is deciding to break the law on more than one occasion because you didn't want to call an Uber. I'm sorry. That was very bad judgment of me. Yes.